everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Leanna. Today I'm doing the Single Eyeshadow Tag, and I saw this on Too Much Tosh's channel, so I'm going to link her channel and her video down below, and if I can find out who created the tag, then I'll link their channel and video as well. And so this has 8 different questions surrounding a single eyeshadow collection, which I have quite a few of them now, so I feel comfortable doing this tag. I wanted to wait until I had my Clionadh Multichromes before I did this, and now I have them, so I'm just going to get into the questions. Number 1, do you prefer buying single shadows or palettes? And that's a bit of a tough one because I feel like you can get some more unique colors in single eyeshadows that maybe you can't get in palettes, and you can also get some really nice formulas from indie brands that may not necessarily make palettes. But I really like the convenience of a palette that has a built-in color scheme and you can just take the palette with you and go. Not that you can't do that with single shadows, you can like build your own little palette, but it is nice to have just like a palette that's already built for you and often comes with a mirror. So, oh, that's tough, but maybe single shadows. I use them a lot these days. I use a lot of single shadows, and especially because I have found some really great indie brands, a lot of Canadian indie brands. So yeah, maybe singles these days. I probably would have said palettes at one point though. Number 2, when did you start buying single shadows and what got you into them? I didn't really start buying single shadows. Well, I mean, I used to buy them in like the little compacts, right? I used to buy them from different brands when I was a teenager, and I didn't really start buying single pans and putting them in my own palette until late 2016, early 2017, something like that. Because I'm pretty sure I got a palette for Christmas, maybe Christmas 2016, and then I started filling it up with different things. And at first I was filling it up with eyeshadow and blush, and then it was just eyeshadow. So yeah, probably around there. And the thing that got me interested in it was just seeing the palettes that other people were creating on YouTube, just seeing all the different colors and realizing that that was something you could actually do. I was kind of like away from the beauty world for a long time. And then I didn't realize that you could just buy eyeshadows in a pan form. I was like, oh, wait a minute. If I can just do that, why not build my own palette and have the colors that I want right there? So that's what got me into it. Number 3, what are your favorite brands and formulas of single shadows? I love Igneous Cosmetics. That's my number 1 favorite brand. I think that their mattes are so pigmented and blendable, and their shimmers are very pigmented as well. And Clionadh Cosmetics has some absolutely beautiful colors as well. So this is what I have going on right now. I have 2 in here as well. So these are all my colors, and most of these are by Canadian brands. So basically I have Igneous, Clionadh, and M Cosmetics. I do have a little bit of Colourpop, and let's see, a little bit of Colourpop, like 1 NYX eyeshadow, and Siren Noir Cosmetics, which no longer exists because she's focusing on her artwork now. But this is basically a lot of Canadian shadows. Yeah, if you want good single eyeshadows, come to Canada. But there are some other brands I'd like to try. But that's going to be one of the other questions. So, number 4, if you could only pick 3 singles as the crown jewels of your collection, what would they be? That's going to be really hard. I will swatch them for you. Only 3. Okay. So first would be African Amethyst by Igneous Cosmetics. Second would be Soul by Clionadh Cosmetics. It's like this gorgeous yellow, kind of teal duochrome. And probably Carving by Clionadh Cosmetics, which is one of their glitter multichromes. It is like a brown and kind of a red and lime and turquoise. It's a lot of colors. So if I had to choose three, I'd probably choose those three. It's very, very difficult though. But I'll go with those three for now. Number 5, which brand's singles do you want to try in the future? I would like to try some Colored Rain, Amy Hart's Beauty, Strobe Cosmetics, Sugar Pill. I mean, I have a whole bunch of brands that I have like favorited on a list. I'd have to go through them all. Kraken Cosmetics is super cute, like a nerdy cosmetics brand. They look really cool. Yeah, there's quite a few that I'd like to try. It's mainly the fact that shipping to Canada is really expensive and you never know if you're gonna get hit with duties. So that's why I try to stick to Canadian brands. Number 6, what, if any, are some of your single shadow color gaps? Well, I don't have a lot of oranges or reds. I don't have a lot of browns, but there's a reason for that. That's because I don't wear a lot of those colors. I basically chose a lot of bright shades and just shades that I know that I would wear. Shades that I don't really have in other palettes. I do have some oranges and reds in my palettes if I decide to go that way, but my single eyeshadow collection is unique shades that I don't already have and, you know, my favorite colors. So that's why I have color gaps. Number 7, how many single shadows do you have? If you have too many to count, give an estimate. If you want to put a pic or a clip of your single eyeshadow collection here, that'd be great. You could also show off, mention your favorite palette to store singles in. So, I don't know. I could count them really quick though. I have 30 single shadows. And I use all of them. There's not a single one that I don't use, which is very good. And basically I do store them in this palette here that I got a few years ago, which is a Z palette, and I know that nobody likes them anymore, but trust me, they were not a problem at the time. And then I have, as I said, 2 in this little palette here, which is an Ulta Beauty palette. We don't have Ulta in Canada yet, but maybe someday. My friend Camille got me that, so yeah, I have 30 singles, and storing them in a magnetic palette is definitely the easiest way to store them. And number 8, does your single shadow collection lean towards a certain color family, and is one color family overrepresented? If so, what is it? I mean, I think we can kind of tell. Purples. Purples are the color of the moment here, and it's because I love purple. Obviously it's overrepresented a bit, but I don't mind. They're all different color purples. None of them are the same. None are the same finish. None are the same tone. That's what I tell myself anyway. They're all different. So yes, that's the most represented color. I basically have 2 rows of purple if we want to be really honest with ourselves here. And I'm fine with that. Purple is beautiful. And that's it. That's the single eyeshadow tag. I will leave the questions below. If you want to answer them in the comments or on your own channel, then obviously feel free to. I'd love to know what some of your favorite singles are so I can have a look at them. If you want to subscribe so you can stay tuned for updates and future videos, then click below, and if you don't want to, that's okay too. And as always, I'll have all of my other links down below in the description. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope to see you soon. Bye everyone.